In this short video, I'm going to discuss 10 easy-to-implement techniques for promoting a self-published book. You ready? Because here we go. Tip number 1, where to self-publish. Let's begin with where you can self-publish. Kindle Direct Publishing, KDP, is where you publish a Kindle ebook or self-publish. You can also publish a print-on-demand or POD paperback via CreateSpace. In this case, the books are printed on request and you don't need to store a stack of paperbacks in your garage and get involved. This is via CreateSpace, another Amazon company. You can also publish your book everywhere but Kindle, including Apple, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo, by going via Smashwords. You can publish an audiobook via the Audio Creation Exchange, another Amazon company. Now let's talk about where you should self-publish. You should publish on KDP. Amazon Kindle Books is the 800-pound gorilla in the house. I generate 97% of my revenue from Kindle ebook sales. Amazon Kindle is a must publishing option. This is where you're going to get the bulk of your revenue, and the rest of your publishing efforts are going to be to try and bolster your Kindle ebook sales. And let's begin with the first one, publishing a paperback via CreateSpace. I'll warn you right up front, you'll never sell many paperbacks, but by providing a paperback option on your Amazon book description page, you will bolster the sales of your Kindle ebook. So I recommend you publish a paperback via CreateSpace. You should not publish on Smashwords. Here's the reason why. Smashwords publishes ebooks everywhere but Amazon Kindle, so Apple, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo. You'll make more money entering the Kindle Select program than publishing via Smashwords. The Kindle Select program requires exclusivity as far as publishing your ebook to Amazon. You therefore can't publish via Smashwords if you enter the Kindle Select program, but you'll still make more money. You should publish on Smashwords if revenue is not a major concern in order to increase your distribution and availability. You might choose this option if you're publishing for friends and family. You should not publish on ACX. Audio Creation Exchange allows you to publish audiobooks on Amazon and Audible. But what I've found in my experience is that although audiobooks will help make your Amazon book page look better, it takes too much effort to record your own book and costs too much to hire a decent voice actor. I once paid $800 for my last recording. So I would recommend avoid audiobooks for now and focus on getting your Amazon ebook bolstered. Bottom line, publish a Kindle ebook on KDP. That would be the real bottom line. And I'll have more to say about print-on-demand paperbacks via CreateSpace in a later item. Create a great book cover. I don't have a lot to say about this, but people do judge a book by its cover. Don't use the free built-in Amazon cover creator since it produces recognizably bad covers. They really look tacky and people recognize them as being from the Amazon book creator. You can purchase a nice book cover for less than $100, or even better, I would alternately suggest that you keep your eye out for my short video on how to use Amazon to create free book covers. In fact, it was released last Monday. It's not upcoming, it's already out there. The first step in turning a browser into a reader is catching their eye, and that's the purpose of a book cover. Number 3, copyright your book description. Now, copywriting in this case means writing copy, as in writing a sales pitch. And your book description is one of many sales pitches that come in a sequence that looks something like this. So your book cover says, read the description. Your book description says, read a sentence. The first sentence is read a page, on and on until you finally get to buy a book. So what you're doing is you're slowly luring the browser into becoming a reader. And one of the key steps in that is your book description page. So copyright it to look great. Here's some copywriting tips. Make your book description at least 300 words long. Include your keywords in your description, and we'll be talking about selecting keywords in just a few more items. And format your description using HTML for emphasis. For instance, check this out. This is my book description if I look at KDP and how I write it. And notice that it has things in it like UL and EM in angle brackets. These are HTML codes that say indent this line and make it italic. So I have strong down below, right about the middle of the page for 4th anniversary edition. This makes the text bold in between the strong and the /strong tags. So use this to emphasize the text of your book description, and it'll come out looking something like this. Notice here how I have italic text and I have bold text and so on. It makes your description easier to read, especially the white space, actually. So use white space and use HTML tags to make your book description pop. That's just one key to copywriting. Of course, the words that you use are even more important. Here are some useful HTML tags. You can get bold, or actually you can use strong if you don't like B. You can use EM, or you can use I actually to get italics text, and you can use UL to indent. Next, write in a series. Don't let your readers go. It's easier to sell books in a series than it is one-ofs. Keep your readers around for book after book. And here's a little trick too. If you're writing a series, you can charge 99 cents for the first book as a lead magnet, and then $2.99, which you'll find out later is the sweet spot, for subsequent books once you have the reader hooked. The point is, hook the reader and keep them reading by writing in a series. And how long could it take to write several books in a series? Well, using the waterfall technique here, I demonstrate that I can write a book every 56 days, or about 6 books a year. So it will only take about half a year to write 3 books and have a series. Not that long. Name your book to be found. This is Amazon SEO, and I'm going to show you how to do it. First of all, what we're after is long tail keywords in this case. You might have heard this described. Notice over here on the left of the chart, we have traffic. So we have a lot of traffic and a lot of competition. So you can go after one keyword that'll get you a lot of traffic, or at the other end of the graph, which is not very much traffic, but lack of competition, you get a lot of small keywords, which are usually longer keywords that will amount to the same amount of traffic as the one good keyword. So here, how do we find these long tail keywords? First, we brainstorm keyword seeds. You just write them down. And then we're going to use search string completion to suggest long tail keywords that people are searching for. Then we'll evaluate the keywords for competition and add the keywords to our book title, subtitle, series name, description, and keywords. Let's look at each of these steps one at a time. First, we brainstorm keywords. So maybe we're in the area of paranormal romance and we've got a woman sleuth and a Canadian detective. You just write down what you think might be the keywords for your book. You then type them into Amazon, and notice that Amazon returns search string completion suggestions. And these are sorted in the order in which customers are actually looking for books. So up here at the top, you can see we have paranormal romance free books. You won't compete very well for an important keyword like paranormal romance. But what about free paranormal romance Kindle books for adults? You might want to write that down. The next step is to evaluate the keyword competition. What you do is you enter it. So here I have entered free paranormal romance Kindle ebooks for adults, a longer keyword, and you can see that I'm getting some holes in here. For instance, I've got some good searches going, or I've got some good flow coming to this keyword, as you can see by 417 reviews and so on, but I've got some holes here. This one has 49 reviews, but only 3 stars. That's possibly a book I could knock out of here and get into the search results on the first page of Amazon. Another thing you might want to consider using is a tool called KD Spy. And I'm going to actually have a dedicated video on this in not too much time. And this will show you information about all of the search results on page 1 for your keyword. And then it comes down to, notice in the lower right, popularity means how popular is this keyword? How many people are searching here? Potential is how much money is being made. And then competition is how fierce is the competition. You can see here that I've got good popularity. We're getting good traffic, good competition. That means that there's holes in it. But the potential, the revenue isn't too good here. So you just keep searching. The best that I've found is probably a green, green, yellow. So a green, red, green isn't too bad. This is a low potential keyword, one that's easy to get into. And KD Spy can help you find that. Finally, you record the keywords. And you record them in your book title, your book subtitle, the series name, description, and your 7 keywords. And here they are in KDP. You can see the book title here, subtitle, and series information. And the book description is in between. We skipped that. And then here's your 7 keywords. So you need to come up with at least 7. I'd probably do 10, and I would work them into my title, subtitle, series. Definitely put them in your description and have your 7 top keywords down here in the keywords section in KDP when you publish your book.